Hello everyone! Today we're gonna see the big mouse tank. As well as the lonely T125, although you see a 1390 in front of it driving now. And the mighty FE215B. On today's episode, you're watching World of Tanks with Black Nike. And to start things off, and I have skipped a little just to make sure that the boring part of this video is not going to be shown. And that means that we're actually starting off as with the mouse in the middle of Ruinberg instead of at the start of this match. And you can see me already taking a lot of hits. And the most fun part is yet to come from this, well, replay. Ooh! Oh, he's on fire! That did a lot more damage than the average. And cost him a lot of credits because, well, there was a gold fire extinguisher. And that did cost me some credits. By bouncing on the side of that T125. I actually didn't miss aim there. I was just a little bit in the manner of bad luck. And then the T30 decides to track me. And my teammate, the VK4502B, is pushing forward now. Making myself clear to that Waffelträger of Panzer IV. That's, well, my intention is to kill him. Poorly aimed shot though, on the Tiger II. But I do bounce a shot from the Jägeru. And then take a shot from the Tiger II in my tracks. Where the hell did that come from? Did that Waffenträger just shoot me again in the side of the turret? Yeah, it seems like it. Pulling back a little. And then firing too late. Wasn't patient enough. But he bounces anyway, so what does it matter? I could not reload in time for that. You can see the tip of its gun sticking out there. No chance to hit the Tiger II there. Waffelträger of E100 there, but nope. And then I spot on the minimap that the Jägeru and Conqueror were going straight through the middle of the map. T125 spotted in time. Tiger II is not able to penetrate me either, and until now I haven't gotten any damaging hits on my side achieved. Waiting for the T125 to actually pull out again. But instead Tiger II, well, he was planning to come out, but he isn't coming out. And this surprised me. I got hit there. And I thought, that's... hold on a second. Only 400 health points? Not even 400 health points. No need to turn towards the Tiger II there. He's dead in a moment. Looking if the Jägeru is still alive and then being bounced on the right side again. Waffelträger of Panzer IV isn't having that good a day, it seems. Well, what do you suspect? He's up against the full-fledged mouse player. And then you hear say jingle shit and my teammate dies. Bounce a shot on the M103 there. Bad luck. But oh well, he does two shots on me that don't do any damage at all, so now I get to finish off the Waffelträger of Panzer IV. And am now up against... hold on a second, I can hit him. Oh, I'm reloaded already. Get one into him. Just above the average. But that's good enough. He's, well, left with only one health point. And I'm able to hit him there. Stupid of him to pull back instead of going forward. He might even have been able to survive that little encounter. And then suddenly a poorly aimed shot at T-125's frontal plate. I thought that was his back plate. And if it was his back plate, I would have been able to set him on fire. But I do get a shot in on his lower plate there. And well, being able to hit his lower plate gives me the ability to actually ammo rack the T-125. Well, oh my god, he killed Kenny. Or did he? He actually bounced on me there. And since he decided to charge me, I decided to well, move forward a little bit. So I actually took some health off his pool. And he didn't do anything to me because, well, yeah, I'm in a mouse. I'm heavy. Now, let's aim right in front there. Still being shot in the side. I'm constantly being hit by the Tiger II there. And the Foch 155 is actually going around to kill the Tiger II. While I was actually going on my way to kill him. To pay him back. It seems our mighty Jägeru was firing heat. Well, I don't know, but if he's got that mod installed, he didn't have to ask. And Jägeru does have enough penetration. And an average of 1250 damage a shot. And how I missed that one? Although I shouldn't have even taken the shot. A little bit more forward. And our Jägeru is retarded, spamming heat. And this game is already over though. And we're going on to the lonely T-125. Which, for so far, well, it is a pretty nice matchup. 6 of the team are tier 10, and well, 7 tier enemies are tier 10s. I don't know what's a good matchup about it, but well, we do have a tier 9, which has a unicum stats, so that's actually pretty good. And I do make some mistakes here. Making my way up here, I was thinking, yeah, let's try to do some spotting and pull back, and then suddenly, what the? The game engine couldn't even process that fast. And it wasn't really a poorly aimed shot, it was just bad luck of RNG not having it my way. And well, that was a poorly aimed shot. IS-7 saying to the scout, to the 1390, good spot. 1390 now taking a little bit too much risk. Nice care of the T-125 again, with a single shot. Now almost at the point where what you saw in the beginning, where I am a lonely T-125 defending against quite a lot of guys. And actually being surrounded for a little while. I've got 4 enemies in front of me now. And there goes the 1390. He's reloading. And I'm a little bit worried about that T-125 in the rear. What he actually is going to do. Wondering what that T-124 was shooting at. I get another shot in from the E75, but he doesn't deal any damage, and I do deal damage. Not a poorly aimed shot. Thought I would have been able to hit him because, well, earlier on my crusher was going in after him. Now I didn't penetrate his armor. We've just lost the IS-8 in the rear. And I overstayed my welcome there, actually. Being shot in the commander's hatch by the IS-8 in the rear. And then going forward too far to be shot in the side by the frontal IS-8. So that's 2, well, misplaced fortunes. And then I actually bounced on the rear IS-8. So things aren't looking good for me, although I did do 1300 damage with only 3 shots, or actually 3 hits. Seeing if I can get my gun down in far enough if I go around the other side, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Bounce again on the T-125. It seems I've got a lot of trouble with those tanks today. Except when I am playing with it. Now his tracks. It seems I'm not destined to do a lot of damage to T-125s today. That one bounced again. Bad luck for me. And it's not going to get any better. Although that shot was actually pretty nice. And if he did damage there, I don't really know. I don't really matter. IS-8 taking my track there. I don't care. I'm safe here. There's no artillery in play, otherwise I would have already been killed. And, well, let's see if we can keep on distracting them. Putting a shot in the rear IS-8 again. But this time it penetrates because, well, his turret was turned away from me. Then suddenly a wild object 140 appears, and I didn't notice him until he actually hit me. I react quickly enough, pulling back, making it a, well, 2 versus 1, where he's alone. And I've got help from the rear, from my teammate in the T-124 E5. It actually gets another little bit low damage roll in, but then my damage roll is just above average. Enough to finish off my opponent. Hostile T-125 almost died, and I only got 1 shot in on him. And this shot, it's a wonder it actually hit, but it's another wonder that it bounced. So, and I know they aren't going to pull out and try to hit me, because, well, there's 4 tanks up on the hill there. But I do get another 500 damage shot in on that IS-8, who was troubling me earlier, and that finished him off. Seeing that the other IS-8 gets a shot in, I push forward and, well, get 1 in on him. And, well, too bad it was a low damage roll. And that's just about everything I can do in this match. If I'm right, only 4000 damage. Oh, Waffelträger of E100. I do blast a shell towards him, but it lands way out of my view, or actually draw distance, for explosions at least. And so I don't see it come in, well, landing anywhere near. And I only gotten 1 kill in this match. But I was completely alone there, completely alone. I did have some backup behind me, but the backup didn't really manage to help me. And that shot should have gone in, but it probably hit the building instead. I could have gotten that shot in right before the AMX came in, but that one's finished. And then we're going on with the FV215B. This tank's actually pretty mighty. You don't see a lot of replays from this tank. You don't see a lot of guys playing this tank, or girls. Overall, this tank is much underestimated. Its turret does have a frontal armor value of 250 millimeters. And when you take a look at the frontal armor of the turret, it isn't rounded and it isn't flat anywhere. Yeah, FV4202, that's not a place where you can go through. And it's one of the wreckages you actually can't go through. T-54 being overly aggressive, but I'm fast enough to give him cover. To give him covering fire and let him pull out again. Before that IS-8 can get a shot in. IS-7 actually gets a shot in. And I get 2 shots in. And this gun does a little bit less damage than the last gun. Or actually the gun on the last tank I had. But that's not a problem. It does shoot a little bit faster. And I did expect them to pull out. And I turned a little bit too far. E-50 first hits me, dealing a bit of damage. And then the IS-7 takes my ammo rack and damages my track, along with dealing a bunch of damage to my tank too. Well, I decide I have to pull forward here, keep the pressure on. And then suddenly I spot an artillery piece. Well, artillery pieces, in my opinion, should not last very long. And I'm in a good position here, hiding my lower plate, where the enemy can't actually damage or penetrate my upper plate. But instead of going straight around the corner, I'm pulling around a little bit, and well, I did get hit there for damage from the IS-7. But I do get a good side scraping position out here. And showing the upper plate to the enemies here doesn't really matter that much. And that just went just right. E-50 was going forward and the IS-7 just wasn't in the way yet. And here again, I barely missed my teammate and another kill made with the last shot, and he did damage me, so that's one more upon my ribbon that I want to get. Duelist is also taken out, it's also earned here, but also Hand of God. And well, not yet. M53, M55 didn't hurt me, T124 didn't hurt me, but the E-50 and the IS-7 did hurt me, and I did take those two. Well, I didn't take the E-50 out, but he did get hurt. And I do not really get any targets at this moment. Type 62 says, yeah, I'm going to cap. I'm of no use in this game whatsoever. And I do have a little bit of lag here. Gun aiming a little bit slowly, and that's why I miss the E-50M. I turn my back towards some enemies here. But there's the E-50M again, and he's going to be a more valuable target than the ones behind me. And they could have brought massive damage towards me. E-50M in the hasten to look behind me. E-50M got on to hide in the lower ground there and is trying to run away, but he's one of the 2 enemies remaining, so he doesn't have anywhere to run anymore. We've got 4 light tanks, of which 3 that are able to keep up with him if he's going to run. I'm being well, called a tomato. That's one of the first times that I'm actually being called a tomato. It actually surprised me a little bit there. And he gets to hit my weak spot. And that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.